Yo, what's up guys? Gonna be running some 2v2 games for today. Hopefully get some sweaty lobbies. I know EWC is coming up soon, which is the Esports World Cup, so a lot of players probably practicing for that. See if we can run into some of the pros, and yeah, let's see how it goes. Alright, first game we got Bullseye against Adverse and Luby. It's gonna be a pretty sweaty game here. These players might be relatively unknown to a lot of you guys that watch Rocket League more casually, unless like the pro scene. These guys are all obviously very good. Not on teams, but play the game all day. Gonna be pretty solid. So you can't really get this high rank without playing a bunch. I'm just going for the shot just in case they overlook the fact that I could be there. It would just be a free goal, and there's not really much danger in going for that. Nice. Oh, good try, good try. Tried to sneak it just under the bar because he was floating kind of like the lower half of the net. If I can go ceiling to get some coverage. I'm not gonna go ceiling. Bounce wasn't good for it. Nice. Oh, so close. Had to hit it around the first guy, and I figured I might as well go for the double. Just trying to score the double was difficult there. I should have just went for like any touch instead of the shot straight in. Because any kind of double forward might have been good. My teammate was there as well, I think. If I remember the situation correctly. Nice. Good read. Yeah, majority of the time when you're trying to like go for a shot off like a risky double, it's almost always better to get a touch. Just toward the corner, or like something that clears the ball into empty space. Almost always better than going for the peak shot. Because majority of the time, especially nowadays, people respect the fact that you could potentially skim it. Like someone would have probably been back had I made perfect contact there. So yeah, it's almost always better to get a touch that's just, you know, forward in general, into space that's making it difficult for the opponent, right? Setting up your teammate for a potential advantage. Take little advantages until you get the big win, which is of course a goal. Yeah, nice. I had to play the ball. I'm gonna go for the ball again. Blocks in that angle. If it hits it around me, like it's usually fine there. I'm just gonna get this boost. Try to block net. Be here. Played the bump. I'm just ripping a shot. Played no boost that entire time and just tried to stay relevant as much as possible in the play. Fully expected my teammate to get bumped there. I knew the guy had no other play on the ball, and that'd be the next best play to make to be a goal. So they have a pretty good kickoff, a pretty aggro kickoff. Worked out pretty well for them. So I think my strategy is going to be to lose this a little bit to the back corner. Teammate should be able to get there and get the boost. He does. That should be a goal. Nice. Perfect. The reason why I'm losing that there is because the ball's kind of been going either like mid boost, left mid boost, or right mid boost, and there's been a pretty quick cheat follow. So losing it, my teammate should in theory have advantage. Majority of the time. That was actually super unfortunate what just happened. So he flips and I think it just ends up. Yeah, he just ends up perfectly next to the ball. My teammate's touch didn't go as fast as he wanted to go. Yeah, this one worked out well for us. Then I got bumped, but they'll just straight in. I was about to say. Nice. Good 50. I'll stay behind my teammate here. Just wait for what happens. I'm gonna be alone for a sec. I'm just gonna go ball right away. Better to play fearless in those spots. Yeah. If my teammate like full trusts me to bump there, it's a goal. But obviously, it's oh my gosh. Yeah, they're never gonna expect me to go because no one does that what I just did in twos. In that spot, majority of people wait a second, man. Their teammate's falling down, floating, but I like to play like a little bit riskier, go for a little bit more aggressive plays in those spots. I was gonna play from there. I mean, the only reason why I didn't challenge is because that guy has a flip. So he could just flip it over me, but he didn't flip it, and his teammate played close. I think they're in comms. Based on that play, I think they're in comms. But there's really no way he could have known to not flip that away there. Teammate could just follow this, hopefully. Okay, that's fine. Boost comes back. And now, gotta be careful. My teammate's no boost still. Nice. It's fine. Ran out of the flip at this point. This is all awkward situations that I can't really go for the ball, but trying to just like defend as much space as possible. Most of these spots here. To make it as uncomfortable as possible. But for the bounce, it's gonna be good for me. Over him maybe. Actually really well played, but really good pressure here. I can cut as well for my teammate. Should be very good. 1v1. Close. Pass back. Nice. And you'll lose it for me as well. Take a shot. Good try. Gotta be careful here. Don't want to overcommit. Just gonna play to the wall, get the boost. Teammate cuts was really good. Really well played. Gonna be a goal. Really good cut from him. That's like kind of the whole reason why that turned into a goal. He could have just left, right? He's low boost. Could have just left, but stays on the play, gets a touch, and the last man back doesn't actually expect him to turn. Really well played. A fake. One more. And again, I'm just gonna go. Like I feel like that's something that not a lot of 2s players want to do, but if I'm close and I'm covering the space, might as well go right in that spot. Only time I wouldn't go is if we're only up 1. I probably wouldn't go there. I'd probably play our lead, but good first game. Let's get into the next one. All right, super sweaty lobby here. We got Gut and Memory. Okay, we got Cosmic on our team. Cosmic's known for his 1v1 ability. Memory obviously played pro for many years, and Gut's kind of been on the bubble for a while. Really solid mechanically, these players obviously. Play into the open space. Always try to look for the open space, whether it be to your teammate or just to give yourself an advantage on the next play. It's always the goal. And honestly, every game mode, 3s, it's very, very good to just look for touches into open space because there's very little open space in the field. And if you can coordinate that with your team and let them know that you're hitting into that space, you're giving your team a massive advantage to win the next ball. And yeah, that's the goal of Rocket League, man. A bunch of little wins to get the big win. It's always going to be the goal. As long as the game exists. I mean, little advantages can you give yourself? Nice flick. Timing on that. That's a little unfortunate. We bumped each other. Good attempt. Almost recovered it. Play back to him, get a soft touch. Should be fine, I'll make it back here. Try to dodge his bump as well. Oh, that's unlucky. I actually jumped, not sure how I got that when he was on the floor. Try to stay in front of this. Then as soon as he goes, I know he's not going to go for all-in challenge. Likes to stay more passive, so drive chow is very expected there. If there's a drive chow and you time your flip at the right time, you will always dominate the 50. We'll get 50. They're very awkward. Let's play for this boost here. If I can land back wall. One more touch. Oh, I wanted that corner, honestly. That's the little win in that situation is the corner. Because that guarantees they stay low boost. We're also in a pretty advantageous spot. Put around him, get this corner. I wish I had to repeat this situation of getting these little wins. Corner if we can get it. Didn't come back, but it's fine. Mid boost is now the little win here. Oh, the demo would have been so big, man. As soon as the demo comes through, Cosmic could have went right away. fine. He's just stalling. Or doesn't have a play. Any play to the corner like that, you can usually assume is just a play to stall time for the teammate, or because they have no good touch toward your net. So usually any touch toward your corner is one that you can wait on. I'd say majority of the time that's the case. Also, if you get 52 people like that, it's really, really big. If you can get 2 chows off before you have to leave, that's absolutely massive. Especially if your teammate's waiting like full boost. Follow up. Yeah, I know he doesn't want to actually make a play in these spots. He's just trying not to overcommit. Nice, good job. There we go. Good job to recognize that I had pretty good beat there, and it's going to be very awkward. I'm just going for a hit around him, essentially. I know I can't have an angle on net because he's blocking the angle on net, but the touch over, honestly, is just as good. Oh, so close. Okay, it should be okay. Should make it. Oh my gosh. I can't tell if Cosmic missed or if it was actually just the perfect shot. It might have just been the perfect shot. Yeah, it was just the perfect shot. Wow. That's the only shot that would have went in, by the way. It was like the maximum speed he could have gotten on that touch. Actually, the only shot in a situation that leads to a goal. Kind of crazy. He's gonna have it. I'll go boost. I played behind him. Played around the ceiling chow here. Played around one more. Again, I'm not really going for a net in a spot where I don't have a clear angle on net. I'm just trying to play into a spot where we're going to have advantage next. So the more you pay attention to that, the more a lot of things that happen in these games will make sense to you guys. That's 4 from Cosmic. It's okay, though. I spotted that that was going to happen, but I don't think he realized that he could land like that. All you have to do is keep tracking back to net, and he has no play there. Also, stalls time for me to help him out, right? But yeah, if he keeps tracking it back, it's completely fine. So I'm just challenging for Cosmic there. Alright, 1v1. It's where he should thrive. I'm just going for a pump, so I'll try to cut. Awkward situation. I'm just going to go ground here. Alright, he's run out of boost. I know that because of the great feature that was added. We needed that feature for so long, man. That was actually one of the best additions. Because he should have probably had boost there, realistically. He made a mistake somewhere along the line that led to him not having boost. Ooh. There we go. The beauty of just staying close to the play there. I mean, it was a big mistake for Memory, not gonna lie. Kind of the only mistake he made the whole game, but it was that was pretty bad, yeah. But yeah, good games today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have yourself a wonderful day. Never time when you guys are watching this. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Love y'all. Peace.